This is unprecedented. No one has ever tried to raise a ship or rotate a ship this size before. Usually, without exception, they're blown up or they're dismantled on site. So they didn't really know. It was a good estimate, and they ran into a couple of glitches. First, they had bad weather the night before the operation began, which set them back 3 hours before they could even start. They couldn't put the control room in place in front of the ship, and they couldn't do a lot of their final testing. Once they got rolling, they had another glitch. There was a cable, one of the crucial cables meant to lift the bottom of the ship, had a slack in it, and they had to stop or slow the operation and send a very specialized team of 8 people to basically in mountain climbing gear to shimmy up the pole and fix the slack in that cable. Once they got going, though, it was very, very smooth and almost, if you look at a speeded up version of the video, it's incredible how smooth it really went. But right now, this morning in first light, what we see is an amazing ship, an amazing view, because you have a good view of the damage side that was basically melded over 2 underwater mountain peaks, and you can just see the indentation of those staterooms and the balconies and all of these things that were melded around, if for lack of a better word, like a toy, almost like a piece of plastic melted on what's left of these mountaintops. There's so much debris stuck into that ship. If you take binoculars and look, you can see suitcases and personal effects and things like that. This is a side of the ship, obviously, we've never seen. Nobody's seen it. Even in the underwater video, nobody has ever seen what was between the ship and the rock. Of course, one of the things they were looking for, the remains of 2 victims. What they are telling us this morning is that it's not apparent that there were remains of any of the victims. But this ship is massive, and the debris is just incredible, so they don't know. And there would have been a lot of decomposition at this point after 20 months, obviously, so they really don't know if there are remains or not of the 2 victims that were never recovered, of the 32 people who lost their lives in the ship.